takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. With Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Flash passes to Ellis. Michigan moving it around. Releases from 15. They get it again. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And, Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
And the shot is good. Smith's got his second bucket. Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball, really in all sports. The school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
Here's Flash. To the paint. Here's Ellis. Again, the miss by Ellis.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Ford. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ford's got his first bucket in this one.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Screen by Smith. Flash passes to Ellis. Ford with the steal.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. And both free throws good from Freak.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And here's Stevenson. Shoots from the elbow, and he gets the bucket.
Really nice work inside there. He'll always give you a battle on the interior, guys.
Freak in a two-guard. He's out there with Edwards, and it's Warwick in at the power forward. The pass to Freak. There's the three. No good. Now the Wolverines take it the other way.
Well, in Texas, the Longhorns are known for their football history, actually all over the country. They have an impressive basketball alumnus list, too, though. A lot of pros have come out of Texas.
And for the Wolverines, they got Taylor. Cunningham is out there with Jefferson, and it's Stevenson in at the point guard position. And for Texas, Freak, he's in at shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards, and it's Warwick in at the four-man position.
You know, Freak just hasn't been able to perform how we're accustomed to seeing him up until this point. I mean, he just hasn't been able to string anything together.
There are a lot of things that might be affecting him. You know, with his reputation, defenses will pay special attention to him, and that might be throwing him off a little bit here in this game.
Here's Hudson. Texas, no good that time either. With the Texas Longhorn program, they have had a lot of NBA talent through the years, Greg Durant being the biggest name, but there are plenty.
Yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge is not far behind in terms of his impact. Tristan Thompson, DJ Augustine, Avery Bradley. Been a lot of great Longhorns to play in our league. That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
platoon swap here for Texas. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. This play in the second half of this game, critical.
On the court for Michigan, Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. Then there's Flash, and it's Crawford at the two-guard spot.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
Second free throw, no good. And thinking back to the Fab Five, there were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros, all of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
Here's Crawford, following the score by Miles Turner. Fires the 3, and with that, the Longhorn lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Flash.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play. And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
Here's Ellis, and the shot no good, a bit short.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Here's Flash. Jones, no one around him. On the 3 off target.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And Michigan has possession, down by 12. Flash misses.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
There's the dish to Doherty. Over in the corner, Ellis. Longhorns passing it around. Now here's Freak, defended by Jones. And it's Freak missing. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Flash. Freak. He's in at point guard. Also Ellis out there. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot. Here's Flash. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they've bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Longhorns.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Jones checked in for Banks. On the free throw, no good. Texas leading by 10.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Back to Doherty. Pass to Freak. Jacks up a three. And another miss by Texas. Michigan trails by 10. On the wing, Jones. Uncovered. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
Assisted by Julian Flash.
54 seconds left in the second half of basketball. Here's Freak. Texas no good that time either. Michigan with the ball. Pass to Smith.
That's a wall.
Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. And he commits the intentional foul. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
And so the first one is good. He'll stay at the line for one more try.
2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
That's a wall.
And he gets it to go.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second half.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
There's 18 seconds left in the second half of basketball. Nobody near Stevenson. The three-pointer no good. Now here's Freak. Launches it. And he gets it to go.
Settle down now.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Misses the shot. So the Longhorns win it. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on top.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this